continue to inverse trigonometric function. We know that, which we also read in the first class, if f is a mapping from a to b and f inverse is a mapping from b to a, then f inverse operation f is a mapping from a to a, and we define f inverse operation f of x equal to x, or which we denote as IAX for all x belongs to a. That is the identity function in x, because f inverse operation f is a mapping from a to a. Similarly, if operation f inverse is a mapping from b to b, we can write it as I b y, which is the identity function in y. F inverse f of x equal to IAX and f operation f inverse of y equal to IBY for all y belongs to b. We know that sine is a function from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 closed interval to minus 1 to 1 closed interval, which is a bijective function. So we define sine inverse is a mapping from this to this. So sine operation sine inverse, that is sine of sine inverse, is a mapping from minus 1 closed interval 1 to minus 1 closed interval 1. We know that sine is a mapping from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 closed interval to minus 1 to 1 closed interval, and sine inverse is a mapping from minus 1 to 1 to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 closed interval. So let it be a and this be b. If this is f and this is f inverse, suppose this is a and this is b, let it be sine and it be let it be sine inverse. We suppose write it is b to a, and sine is a mapping from a to b. Obviously this is sine operation sine inverse, which is a mapping from b to b. That is sine operation sine inverse is a mapping from closed interval minus 1 1 to closed interval minus 1 to 1. That is f operation f inverse is a mapping from b to b. So f operation f inverse of x equal to x or IBX for all x belongs to b. So the property of inverse trigonometric function, the first property, sine of sine inverse of x equal to x for x belongs to closed interval of minus 1 to 1. That is f operation f inverse of x equal to x, which is equal to IBX. Here x belongs to closed interval of minus 1 to 1. Similarly, cos of cos inverse of x equal to x. Same case for the cos function, that is x belongs to closed interval of minus 1 to 1. Similarly, tan of tan inverse of x equal to x for all x belongs to R. Similarly, cot of cot inverse of x equal to x for all x belongs to R. Now sec of sec inverse of x equal to x for all x belongs to minus infinity to minus 1 closed union 1 close to infinity. Similarly, cosec of cosec inverse of x equal to x for all x belongs to this. So in particular we have to remember the principal value, the domain and ranges of the inverse trigonometric functions, so that when we write say sine of sine inverse of x is equal to x where x belongs to closed interval of minus 1 to 1. Similarly in this way we also proved in this way. Let sine inverse of, suppose you prove the first one, sine inverse of x equal to theta. Obviously x equal to sine theta implies, as you know, theta equal to sine inverse of x. We put this theta equal to sine inverse of x, so sine of sine inverse of x equal to x. Now in this right angle triangle, if we consider this angle is theta, then its opposite side is the perpendicular, and opposite side of the right angle is the hypotenuse, and the adjacent side of this angle is the base. We know that the relation between PBH is a square equal to p square plus b square. We know that sin theta equal to p by h, cos theta p by h, tan theta p by b, like this. If sin theta equal to p by h, we can write theta equal to sin inverse p by h. Similarly, cos theta p by h, we can write theta equal to cos inverse p by h in this way. As theta equal to this, theta equal to this, theta equal to this, so obviously right hand side are so equal. So sin inverse p by h is equal to cos inverse p by h equal to tan inverse p by b equal to cot inverse b by b equal to sec inverse s by b equal to cosec inverse of s by b in this way. By using this concept, suppose you solve some examples. Sine of sine inverse 2 by 3. We know that 2 by 3 lies between -1 to 1 closed interval. So sine of sine inverse 2 by 3 is equal to 2 by 3. Similarly, sine of cos inverse 3 by 4. To simplify this, our target is we have to reduce this cos inverse to sine inverse, so that we know the formula sine of sine inverse x equal to x. So our target is we have to reduce cos inverse 3 by 4 to sine inverse of what? We know that in a right angle triangle, let it be theta, this is the right angle. Here cos inverse 3 by 4, that is, we know that cos theta equal to b by h. Here b equal to 3, h equal to, h equal to, that is 4. Yes. So obviously p equal to s square minus b square, that is 4 square minus 3 square, which is equal to 7. So h equal to p equal to square root of 7. We have to reduce cos inverse 3 by 4 to sine inverse other form, that is cos inverse of x to sine inverse of this. We know that cos inverse 3 by 4, that is b by h, equal to sine inverse p by h. Here p equal to root 7, so root 7 by 4, which is equal to root 7 by 4. Let in another form we also prove it. Let cot inverse 3 by 4 equal to theta. So obviously cos theta is, let cos inverse 3 by 4 equal to theta implies cos theta equal to 3 by 4. We have to find out sin theta. As we consider this as theta, we have to reduce it to sin theta, that is implies sin theta equal to 1 minus square root of 1 minus cos square theta, that is 1 minus 9 by 16 square root of this, that is, we solve it, it is root 7 by 4. In place of theta, put sin theta equal to root 7 by 4. Now put theta equal to cos inverse 3 by 4. So sin of this equal to root 7 by 4. Similarly, solve sin of tan inverse 1 by 3. We have to simplify this, we have to reduce tan inverse 1 by 3 to sin inverse any value. We know that tan theta equal to p by b. Here p equal to 1, b equal to 3. Obviously h equal to p square plus b square square root, that is 1 square plus 3 square, that is root 10. Now we have to reduce tan inverse of this to sin inverse of this. We know that sin inverse of p by h, tan inverse of p by b equal to sin inverse of p by h. So which is equal to sin inverse of 1 by root 10, that is 1 by h equal to here root 10. So sin of sin inverse x equal to x, that is 1 by root 10. You also prove in this way, let this equal to theta implies tan theta equal to 1 by 3, but we need sin theta. So sin theta equal to tan theta by sec theta. As you know the value of tan theta, we have to reduce sec theta in form of tan theta, that is tan theta by square root of 1 plus tan square theta, that is 1 by 3 by 1 plus this. By solving this, it will also 1 by root 10. Now put theta equal to tan inverse of 1 by 3. Suppose you have to solve tan of sine inverse 1 by 3. We know that sine theta equal to p by h. Here p equal to 1, h equal to 3. Implies b equal to a square minus p square, that is 9 minus 1, that is square root of 8, which is equal to 2 root 2. We have to reduce it to tan inverse p by b, as you know that sine inverse p by h equal to tan inverse p by b, that is 1 by root 2 root 2, which is equal to tan inverse of tan inverse x equal to x, that is 1 by 2 root 2. Similarly, solve cos of sine inverse of x. That is, we have to find the values of x for which cos of sine inverse of x equal to 1 by 6. To solve this question, we have to reduce sine inverse x to cos inverse. We know that sine inverse p by h equal to cos inverse b by h. Here p by h equal to x. Here p equal to x. H equal to, here p equal to x and h equal to 1. So b equal to a square minus p square, that is square root of 1 minus x square. So cos of cos inverse of square root of 1 minus x square, which is equal to square root of 1 minus x square equal to 1 by 6. So you can write 1 minus x square equal to 1 by 36. So x square equal to 1 minus 1 by 36, that is x equal to plus or minus root 35 by 6. Also we proved in this method also. Suppose solve sine of cot inverse of this equal to cos of tan inverse of this. That is, you have to find out the values of x for which this equal to this. That is, we have to reduce left hand side cot inverse of this to sine inverse of any value, and the right side tan inverse x to cos inverse of this. As you know that sine of sine inverse x equal to x and cos of cos inverse x equal to x. We know that here cot inverse of x plus 1 is there. We know that cot theta equal to b by p. Here in the left side b equal to x plus 1, p equal to 1. So obviously h equal to 1 p square plus b square, that is 1 plus 1 square plus x plus 1 whole square. So 1 square plus x plus 1 whole square root over. As we have to reduce to sine inverse, we know that cot inverse b by p equal to sine inverse p by h. Here p equal to 1, h equal to this, that is p by h. On the right side tan inverse x, that is p by b. We have to reduce it to cos inverse, that is tan inverse p by b equal to cos inverse b by h. Here b equal to 1 and p equal to x. So it is b by h, that is square root of 1 plus x square. We know that sine of sine inverse of this equal to cos of cos inverse of this, that is this equal to this. By reciprocaling on both sides, taking reciprocal on both sides, this equal to this, by again by squaring, this equal to this, again x equal to minus 1 by 2. Another question, solve tan inverse cos inverse x equal to sine of cot inverse 1 by 2. That is, you have to reduce the left side cos inverse x to tan inverse this. We know that cos inverse b by h equal to tan inverse p by b. Here b equal to x, h equal to 1. So p equal to a square minus b square, square root of this, that is 1 minus x square by x. Similarly, cot inverse 1 by 2, that is b by p equal to sine inverse p by h. Here p equal to 2, that is 2, h equal to square of p square plus square root of p square plus p square, that is root 5, 1 square plus 2 square, that is root 5. Again, by solving this, we get this value. Solve sine of cot inverse cos of tan inverse x, or simplify this. First we have to solve, reduce tan inverse x to cos inverse of something. We know that tan theta equal to p by h, that is here p equal to x, h equal to 1, implies b equal to s square minus p square, that is 1 minus x square. So cos inverse b by h, here b equal to tan inverse p by b. Here p equal to x and b equal to 1. So obviously h equal to square root of p square plus b square, that is square root of 1 plus x square. We know that cos reduced tan inverse p by b equal to cos inverse b by h, that is 1 by square root of 1 plus x square. Now cos of cos inverse x equal to x. Now again cot inverse of this. We know that cot inverse b by p, here b equal to square root of 1 plus x square. Cot inverse b by p, here b equal to 1 and p equal to square root of 1 plus x square. So obviously h equal to p square plus b square, that is 1 plus x square plus 1 square root, that is 2 plus x square. So you can write sine inverse of p by h. P is here square root of 1 plus x square and h is 2 plus x square root. This equal to this. So sine inverse x equal to x. That is this. Another question. Prove that sec square tan inverse 2 plus cosec inverse square cot inverse 3 equal to 15. Let's start from LHS. We know that sec square theta is equal to sec theta whole square and cosec square equal to cosec theta whole square. Now we have to reduce tan inverse 2 to sec inverse. We know that tan theta equal to p by b, that is 2 by 1, p equal to 2, b equal to 1. So obviously h equal to root 5. Sec inverse of h by b, here h equal to root 5, b equal to 1, root 5 by 1, that is root 5. Similarly, cot inverse 3, we can write it as cosec inverse of, it is cot inverse of b by p. B by p means here b equal to 3 and p equal to 1, so obviously h equal to p square plus p square, that is root 10. S by p, here p equal to 1, so root 10. Sec of sec inverse this equal to root 5 square, root 10 square, that is 5 plus 10, 15. Also we know that directly sine, we know that from the trigonometric identity, sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1, cosec square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. If sine inverse x is given, we can immediately find cos inverse. We know that sine inverse x equal to cos inverse. We know that it is 1 minus sine square theta, that is square root of 1 minus x square. If cos inverse x is given, we immediately find sine inverse of this. We know that sine theta equal to 1 minus cos square theta, that is 1 minus square root of 1 minus x square. Similarly, if tan inverse x is given, we can immediately find sec inverse, as sec and tan are related to the trigonometric identity. As you know that sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. So sec theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta, that is square root of 1 plus x square. Similarly, cot inverse x, we know that cosec and cot are related in trigonometric identity, that is cosec square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. If cot inverse x is given, immediately we can find cosec inverse of this. We know that cosec theta equal to 1 plus cot square root of 1 plus cot square theta, that is 1 plus square root of square root of 1 plus x square. Similarly, if sec theta is given, we can immediately find tan theta, sec inverse of x. We know that tan theta equal to sec square theta minus 1, that is square root of x square minus 1. Similarly, if cosec inverse x is given, we can find immediately cot theta, that is cosec square theta, square root of cosec square theta minus 1, that is square root of x square minus 1. So tan inverse 2, we can immediately find sec inverse. We know that sec theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta, that is 1 plus 4, square root of 1 plus 4, that is root 5. Again, cot inverse 3, we can immediately reduce to cosec inverse, that is 1 plus cot square theta, that is 1 plus square root of 1 plus 3 square, that is root 10. So by solving this, you get. Prove that tan of cos inverse this plus tan inverse of this equal to this. We know that formula for tan a plus b, that is tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a into tan b. Here we can find tan a, that is tan of cos inverse 4 by 5. So it is better to have to reduce it to the form of tan inverse. Here cos inverse 4 by 5, that is cos theta equal to b by h. Here b equal to 4, h equal to 5. So obviously p equal to a square minus b square, that is 25 minus 4, 16. That is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. So cos inverse 4 by 5 is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4, that is p by b. Now tan of a plus b, that is tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a into tan b, that is tan of tan inverse 3 by 4, that is 3 by 4. Tan of tan inverse 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 1 minus tan into tan b. This, by solving this, we get 17 by 6. Similarly, prove that sine of cos inverse 3 by 5 plus sine inverse 5 by 3 then equal to this. Now use the formula sine a plus b. Sine a, that is here a is cos inverse 3 by 5, b is sine inverse 5 by 13, that is sine a into cos b plus cos a into sine b. To solve this, we have to reduce to sine inverse. We know that cos inverse x equal to sine inverse 1 minus x square root over of 1 minus x square, that is 1 minus 9 by 25, that is 4 by 5. Similarly, cos of sine inverse 5 by 13 is equal to cos inverse 1 minus 5 by square of 5 by 13, that is 25 by 169, which is equal to 12 by 13. We also use the formula here, cos theta equal to b by h, that is 3 by 5. Here b equal to 3, h equal to 5. Obviously p equal to 4. So sine inverse p by h, that is 4 by 5. In similar manner here p equal to 5, h equal to 13. So obviously p equal to 13 square minus 5 square, that is 12. Similarly, cos of cos inverse 3 by 5 equal to 3 by 5 is equal to 5 by 13. So by solving 4 by 5, 12 by 13, 3 by 5, 5 by 13, that is 48 by 65, 15 by 65, 48 plus 15, that is 63 by 65. Some questions of elements of mathematics. Exercise 2, question number 12. If, they are the long questions, very easy question also. If cos inverse x by a plus cos inverse y by b equal to theta, prove that this equal to this. In the question number 12, we have to use only one formula to solve all the 5 questions. There are 5 bits in question number 12, and all these 5 bits are solved by only one method. Here given this equal to theta. Now operating cos on both sides, cos of this equal to cos of theta, that is cos a plus b equal to cos theta. We know that cos a plus b is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b is equal to cos theta. Now cos of cos inverse, that is x by a, cos of cos inverse y by b, that is y by b. Again sine of cos inverse x by a. We know that cos inverse x by a, cos inverse x equal to sine inverse square root of 1 minus x square, that is sine of cos inverse x by a is equal to sine inverse x by a equal to sine inverse 1 minus square root of 1 minus x square by a square. Again cos inverse y by b equal to sine inverse of 1 minus y square by b square, that is By solving, we can write xy by ab equal to 1 minus square root of 1 minus x square by a square into square root of 1 minus y square by b square, which is equal to cos theta. Again, as we have x square by a square minus 2xy by ab cos theta plus y square by b square, that is on the right hand side there is a term 2xy by ab cos theta. Here xy by ab is there and cos theta is there. Suppose take this to the left side, that is xy by ab minus cos theta equal to this. Again, squaring on both sides, we can write square of this equal to this. Now square of this equal to x square by a square b square plus cos square theta minus 2xy by ab cos theta. Now multiplying this to 1 into 1 1 into y square by b square minus y square by b square minus x square by a square into 1 x square by a square plus minus minus plus, that is x square y square by a square b square. Now cancelling on both sides these two terms, we can write x square by a square plus y square by b square minus 2xy by ab cos theta equal to 1 minus cos square theta is equal to sin square theta. Another question, if this equal to this, prove that this condition. We have to use same formula also. This is the third bit. Second bit is to the exercise to the students. It is also given in the assignment. If this equal to this, prove that this equal to this conditions. Now use same condition. Given this condition, we have to operate cos on both sides. That is cos of this equal to cos of this. That is cos a plus b cos a cos b minus sin a sin b equal to. We have to reduce it to sin inverse of x equal to cos inverse of this. Sin inverse x equal to cos inverse square root of 1 minus x square. That is 1 minus c4 by a square b square. Now again, sin cos of sin inverse x by a, we have to reduce sin inverse x by a to cos inverse of this. Again, sin inverse y by b equal to cos inverse of this, as sin of sin inverse of x by a, that is x by a into y by b, that is xy by ab. Again, right hand side is this. Now this minus this equal to this. Now if we solve this, it is square root of a square minus a square by a square, b square minus y square by b square, root over of a square is a, root over b square is b, that is ab. Now multiplying ab in each term, we get this. But we have to prove that this condition, that is there is a term 2xy into square root of a square b square minus c4. So taken to, if xy is taken to right side, you can write xy plus this equal to this, that is xy plus this equal to this. Again squaring both sides, square of this equal to this. Again x square y square a square b square minus c4 plus 2xy into this, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab equal to, by multiplying these two, a square b square minus a square y square minus b square x square plus x square y square. Now cancelling on both sides x square y square and a square b square, we get this. Now by arranging it, b square x square plus 2xy this plus a square y square equal to c4. Fourth question is similar to also similar to these questions. Go to the fifth bit. If sin inverse x plus sin inverse y plus sin inverse z equal to 5, prove that this equal to this. Again we have to use the same question, same method to the two previous questions. If this is given, now sin inverse x plus sin inverse y equal to pi minus sin inverse z. Now again operate cos on both sides. Cos of a plus b equal to cos pi minus theta. Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Cos pi minus theta minus cos theta. Again sin inverse x is cos inverse of square root of 1 minus x square, and cos sin inverse y equal to cos inverse square root of 1 minus y square. Again cos sin inverse z equal to cos inverse square root of 1 minus z square. Again by solving we get square root of 1 minus x square, 1 minus y square minus xy equal to minus square root of 1 minus z square. Again we can write this equal to xy minus this. Again squaring both sides, this equal to square of this. Now 1 minus y square minus x square plus x square y square equal to x square y square plus 1 minus z square minus 2xy into square root of 1 minus z square. Now cancelling both sides, x square y square 1 1. We get minus y square minus x square equal to minus z square minus this. Now taking x square plus minus x square minus y square to right side, we can write x square plus y square minus z square, and this to left side we get, and by alternating left and right, x square plus y square minus z square equal to 2xy into square root of 1 minus z square. Now squaring both sides, square of this equal to this, 4x square y square into 1 minus z square. Now a plus b minus c whole square equal to a square, that is x4, b square y4, c square z4 plus 2ab 2x square y square plus 2bc, here b is y square and c is minus z square, that is minus 2y square z square plus 2ca, here c is minus z square, a is x square, that is minus 2z square z square x square. Now again expanding on the right side, 4x square y square minus 4x square y square z square. We need x4 plus y4 plus z4 plus minus of this equal to, if you take it to left side, that is plus 4x square y square z square, which you have to prove from the left side, which is equal to 4x square y square minus 2x square y square, that is 2x square y square minus this, if you go to right side it is plus of 2y square z square, then it is also 2z square x square. By taking common 2 we get this proved, which you have to prove. You have to put these conditions. Another question, prove that tan pi by 4 plus this 1 by 2 cos inverse a by b plus tan pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 cos inverse a by b equal to b by a. Let us consider this equal to theta. Now LHS is tan pi by 4 plus theta plus tan pi by 4 minus theta. We know that tan a plus b, tan a plus tan b, 1 minus tan a tan b. Tan a minus tan b, 1 plus tan into tan b, that is here tan pi by 4 equal to 1, tan 45 degree 1 plus tan theta 1 minus tan pi by 4, 1 into tan theta, this is tan theta, again it is 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta. Taking LCM, 1 plus tan theta 1 minus tan theta, which can we write 1 minus tan square theta, that is a square minus b square. Again if we dividing 1 minus tan theta, we have 1 plus tan theta, again 1 plus tan theta, that is square of 1 plus tan theta plus 1 minus tan theta whole square. A plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square, that is 2 whole into a square plus b square, 1 square, that is 1 plus tan square theta by 1 minus tan square theta, which we can write in this way. We know that 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta in the trigonometry first year. In the first year trigonometry, we know that the formula, it is the formula for cos 2 theta, 2 by cos 2 theta. But we denote this as theta, that is theta equal to 1 by 2 cos inverse a by b. That is, you have to replace theta equal to 2 into 1 by 2 cos inverse a by b. That is 2 to cancel. That is cos of cos inverse a by b. Cos of cos inverse a by b equal to a by b, which is equal to 2 a by a. Proved. These are the assignments. Particularly to solve this question, we have to reduce it to either cos or sine, that is cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. Similarly, in this question we have to reduce sine inverse of this to tan inverse of this and cos inverse of this to tan inverse of this. These two questions are to solve this question number 7, we have to put sine inverse x equal to a, sine inverse y equal to b, and sine inverse z equal to c. So obviously x equal to sine a, y equal to sine b, z equal to sine c. That is a plus b plus c equal to pi. Now go to LHS. As sin x equal to sin a, that is sin a into square root of 1 minus sin square a, that is cos a, sin a into cos a. Similarly, this is sin b into cos b, and this is sin c into cos c. If you multiply 2 and dividing 2, we can write it as 1 by 2 sin 2a, 1 by 2 sin 2b, 1 by 2 sin 2c. We know that formula that is sin a cos a plus sin b cos b plus sin c cos c equal to sin a sin b sin c, which you are proved in the first year of your trigonometry chapter. These two questions are the exercise problem of elements exercise 2a, exercise 2, and question number 12, third bit forfeits. To solve this question, we have to operate cos theta on both sides. Similarly, we have to operate cos theta on both sides.